Hey crafty friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Marissa. So I have some ScrapDiva Design projects to share. I completely forgot to share my Monday mini album. You guys, my brain is in a million different places. So this is all the new release from ScrapDiva Designs for November. And you guys remember me sharing this one. And I said I was going to do a tutorial, so I'm going to do that today. This is the Lantern mini album. Absolutely love it, you guys. I did pull a few other designs for like the leaves. The poinsettia is Erica's die set, as well as this little one. The bells were pulled from another set. I think the Santa boot mini album. The candles do come with the lantern. This big one though, this is a bigger die set for my stash. Oh my gosh, you guys, the word is part of the lantern. And then this is a nesting gingerbread set that came out in October. Oh my gosh. And I did add these like plastic sprigs. I cut them up and added them in there to add the extra elements, as you can see. So we're gonna make one, but we're gonna do it a little bit different. I also forgot, I don't know if I mentioned, I used some sprays, the mica stains, to give it that metal look. But I wanted to share, sorry, I have my paper here because I've been inking up stuff, because look at this. This is my Monday mini album, you guys. Absolutely love how it turned out. I pulled out this new paper collection. I got the 12x12, and that one's a single-sided, and then the 6x6 is actually double-sided, as you can see. So I wanted to make one. I love the green and browns. I thought it was such a good combo. So I made it a shaker, and I pulled out some of my dyes, my sequence mixes that I just had green. And I didn't have a lot. I did not have a lot. I used some of Happy Crafter Shop's sequence bits, some green sequence that I had from Tuesday morning. I don't know where these trees came from. They were in my stash. So cute. And the little beads in there. Okay, so I pulled out the poinsettia again. Here's the winter flower set from this, ooh, it's falling apart. From this month's, release. I fussy cut out quite a few of the elements from the paper. This is a new Christmas word, or gingerbread words, I believe. So cute. Love how that looks. So I did a few pages, and when you open it up, oh my gosh, I love how this one turned out, you guys. I decided to do flaps. So it opens up like that, although it kind of messes up my flower. I didn't think about that when I did the flap. I fussy cut out one of the designs, and then I put Erica's Christmas tags here to hold, and it's underneath the paper there, so you can't see it, but it gave you a spot for pictures. Same thing with this. I did use one of the smaller poinsettias for these two. I used, oh, you know, the other thing I pulled is a sticker book for the words. I wanted to use some of the words. I thought they worked well. So you can see Merry and Bright. It's the most wonderful time of the year. I did use some wax paper. I cut up a piece and I just scrunch it up, and then I glue down this layer piece on top, and then I cut out a second one and I layer it behind. So it's sandwiched in between the two pieces here. So cute. I love it. I love the way it looks. And then again, another page there, but sorry, I didn't think about that part. And then here I did a belly band, and I have the stickers that come with the collection. I picked them up last year. I think they had one that had red and green in it. So I pulled out the gingies, and then I did two little pull-out tags there. So cute. And look at this. I have this fun trim that's gingerbread, and then I fussy cut out the words there and the little gingies. So cute. I made a pocket, and this is one of the 12x12 cut apart sheet. I just cut around. I added another tag here and a little sequence, or not sequence, gosh, charms. No flake charm. And here I kind of kept it simple, but added a little mug. This is the ScrapDiva Designs Gingy, the gnome mug. So cute. I love this paper. It's so pretty. I added a little bit of the spray onto here, the flower. And this one I did like I decided to cut one of these in green paper, and then I ran it through this embossing folder that I have that has coffee. I'll see who I got it from because I can't remember. But it has like all these coffee things on there, and I just embossed it. And then here are my cut aparts, and then one of the I use Erica's Essentials oval die set. And now I have my little tuck spot there. I thought that was so cute. And I pulled out this ribbon from Joann's, I think. Or no, I think I got this one at TJ Maxx. It's like a really cool snowflake. And I did some fussy cutting. Add some of these sprigs. I don't even know where that die comes from. It's just been sitting where the other ones, and so I've been using it. And then over here, I thought it'd be fun since the paper says hot cocoa. I did a little mug, and then I fussy cut out the gingy. And then here we have the little cut aparts. Love that. It's so cute. And I did use my snowflake punches for these. I thought it would be perfect. And this is my little mini album, you guys. Now let's jump into the tutorial of what we're going to make. The idea is to create another box like this, but we're going to do a gingerbread theme. So what I've done, let me move that out of the way. I've cut up my 2 pieces here. Now I can distress this a little bit more, but for the sake of the video, I might do that off camera and then come back. And so you'll need 2 pieces of the inside layering piece, this layering piece, not the album, because the album has your stretch. And then you're going to need a box making die strip. Now this is for the suitcase mini album. I've had it sitting here for weeks. It's my go-to. And you're going to need 3 of these, because you're going to need one for each side and then across, okay? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of them and I'm going to make it my bottom, and I'm going to line it up from here to here, and I'm going to take a pencil and I'm going to draw my line there, because that's where I'm going to cut that piece there, like that. It's about there. So now I have my base done. Okay, so this is going to go at the bottom. Now these 2 other box strips, your bottom is going to line up like here, okay? And then the other thing you want to do is, because we're not going to go all the way to the bottom, or actually we are, sorry. We're going to go all the way to the bottom. So now that we have our box and we know that that's where we're going to be at, now we're going to line up this one at the edge. I'm going to do it that way so I can see where I want this. And I'm going to make sure that my line is there, like right at the edge. And I can see that I'm going to come up to here. You can go up higher if you want. I just like the idea of this being like my cutoff. So now I know that it's going to be about here. That's where I'm going to cut it. And I'm going to just cut across like that. And that's it. Then I'm going to take this one and I'm just going to pair them up. And now I have my 2 sides, and now it's just to glue them down. So I'm going to do that probably in a time-lapse video. So now I have my box put together, as you can see, and we're going to do the accents in white. All these layering pieces are going to go in white because we're doing a gingerbread theme. Now we're going to do one side. I'm not going to do the other side because I am going to embellish this and I want to share how I embellish it. But I want to show you guys real quick, like just a little light dusting, not dusting, but distressed ink. I think I used a vintage photo. And I don't want it too dark because you can make it where it's super dark. And then it kind of overtakes that white and makes it look brown. And I kind of want this to still have that real white stand out, but have a little bit of the, you know, brown distress look. That looks about even. A little bit to this side, but it's okay. And then we got our last piece here. And now we have our gingerbread box. Now it's to decorate. And my idea is to add some frosting and glittered sugar. So I'm going to get out my Tim Holtz crystal and some, I don't think I'm going to do the Mica Flakes because I feel like those are too big. But I do want to add some of the glitter, so I'll be back with that. Now you could decorate this first and then put your box together, but I'm going to add some glitter. This is just my process of what I'm doing. I'm gonna just try to like create like a dripping with my glue. I don't know if that's gonna work. I kind of used glossy accents, but this glue holds up pretty well. I don't know if it's going to work that well, but we're gonna just pour it on. Ooh, beeps. That was a lot. Eh. I mean, you can make it look probably a little bit better, but time crunch here to make this video so you guys get an idea. So I'm going to pick some spots and see which ones I like. Okay, friends, I kind of jumped ahead just for the sake of the time frame on the video. I had kind of showed you guys how I glittered up. And I'm going to say something. If you use the white glitter or clear glitter, when you put the glitter down, it's going to appear clear. So it won't stand out as much, which is okay because I'm fine with that. But I did cut out a little bow. And then I went and used Erica's poinsettia flowers. And I added some more of the glitter. And then I used the Mica Flakes, which are from Tim Holtz. The rock candy is the glitter I used. These two. And I just use my, regular glue and then just add it on and then let it dry. I did cut them out of the same brown paper and then used a jelly pin to do the white to kind of make it all this like gingerbread theme. The other thing I did was I stamped on a lighter color of cardstock. I stamped Dianna Marcum stamps, this little one set. This is a new set that's out. It's called Gingerbread Bakery Elements, and I wanted to do 2 layers, and then I cut out the little heart and colored the heart red, so it kind of stands out. My idea was to have it be glittered, so I pulled out my VersaMark, and then I have this stuff from Ranger that's called sticky embossing powder, and so I just put it on my ink and then I covered the embossing glue or the powder, the sticky powder, and then once I heat it up, I put this embossed holographic color glitter, and so that's how I get this. And I like the way it looks. And the other thing I did was I pulled out these new snowflake dies that I picked up, and I'm going to I have an idea of like using them. I did 3 of them to kind of add them here and there. But I also had this gingerbread little die set that I wanted to add. And so I did the glue, although because I used ink, it came through. So I'm going to glue it down here like this. And then I'm going to layer up this larger snowflake. Oh my gosh. And then my gingerbread there. And then I'm going to bring in my poinsettias, but I also did add some glitter to these the same way I did the gingerbread. And I'm going to, you know, lay them down here. This is my goal. I want it to look like this. So when I glue it down, you guys can see what I did there. And then I'm going to add these centers here. Where's the other one? Here. So I'm doing like white. And there's my decorated gingerbread house. So here we have the decorated gingerbread house. Now I just need to glue it down, but I'm going to do that off camera and then I'll come back. Okay, friends, so I finished it up and now I have another little gingerbread box. I absolutely love the way it turned out. I hope you guys like this tutorial for making the little box and that you'll try it out with your dies as well. Don't forget to check out the hashtag ScrapDiva Designs for ideas and inspiration. I have had so much fun playing with this, you know, distressing the crap out of them. Don't forget to use your stains, you know, whatever medium you have to create, add extra stuff in there. Like these are little picks, you know, that I have just laying around. You could add that there for a pop of color, you know, or even over here. So don't be afraid to add stuff in there. There's so many different things you can purchase to add. Definitely will include all the stuff that I use in the description box. I hope you guys, like I said, like this little tutorial. And definitely thanks for coming around and checking out my little albums. So check out hashtag ScrapDiva Designs for ideas and inspiration because there's so many more other different projects that you could try with this die set. Oh my gosh, so many good ones. And come back for some more videos soon. Don't forget to use my discount code MWalker10 for 10% off. And definitely tag ScrapDiva Designs so you guys can get noticed and other people can see your projects. Thanks for watching, you guys. Come back for another video soon. Bye.